Hey YouTube, gonna new video. FIFA Mori, gonna use French. So playing a bit of Rush. I actually stopped playing Rush a while ago because I found it extremely annoying to play. Compared to, I suppose if you can compare it to the Xbox 360 version, I think I was just so much better at it. I'm actually getting nice frames. Another thing I just want to point out, actually, the original maps, excluding the DLC maps, right? The frame rate on the standard maps you get, the 9 maps that you get, are absolutely insane. I mean, look at that. I'm getting really good frames, and look at all the lush vegetation and the mountains and stuff. Really good stuff. So the reasons why I stopped playing Rush was because I think I wanted to concentrate more on unlocking new weapons, and considering I was rank 41, I think I was rank 41 on PC. I think I was rank 36 or something. But when playing Rush on the actual console version, what the fuck? Playing Rush on the actual console version, I could do a lot better. I was unlocking stuff faster, I was getting new weapons. I was lashing through the grenades. And I think when I came back to this, not only was I kind of getting used to the whole keyboard and mouse, but I think I wasn't as confident as I was. I think, like, I always have PC gaming up to around, you know, oh wow, I'm actually in the big leagues now. PC gaming is like, you know, the big thing, the hardcore game. And I think that's kind of why a lot of people who actually were playing Rush when I first started were a lot better than me. They, you know, they're a lot higher ranks. Just they got the game. They bought the game when it came out originally. They weren't, you know what I mean? They didn't start from scratch like I did. And unfortunately, that's another issue I have with the battle log, or with Origin in general. Is your Origin ID, although, you know, it should carry over from your 360. It's saved to your Microsoft account, not your actual Origin ID. But I didn't have to make a new Origin ID. Do you know what I mean? All I had to do was say what console I switched from, and then, you know, that was fine. So it wasn't that much big of a deal, although I did get premium this time around, so there's a lot of extra bonuses. Give him some health there. A lot of extra bonuses, a lot of like cool unlocks, cool camouflages, etc. So that really kind of helped in the long run. So I'm playing Rush now on Rogue Transmission. I actually really like this map. It's lovely colours. You know, it's fantastic actually geometry in terms of, like, you know, mountainous kind of scapes, and it has cool. That new evolution feature is kind of cool as well. Oh, what's this? So that really kind of helped. Why isn't this working? Come on. Focus. Oh shit, that's where it is. What was I trying to say was that with Rush as a game mode itself, I think it was newly brought in with Bad Company series, and the thing about that Bad Company series was it was Battlefield, but it wasn't through Battlefield, if you know what I mean. It was, in my opinion, it was kind of cartoony, and we all know it was a bit of a spin-off. So when they came back to this, I was like, okay, they're actually going to reintroduce all those kind of new game modes and stuff and new features, and they got rid of the perks for your weapons, like the Magnum bullets. I mean, it got to a stage where I actually couldn't play without those, and that everyone was kind of using it, so it was like the equivalent of stopping power from that Call of Duty game. So, oh crap! No! That was a fail. So I unlocked the H23 actually, and I have another gameplay on Paracel Storm I'm going to upload later on. I know you guys probably want to see a video of me unlocking it, but I mean, I think those 3 gameplays I recorded, I was really tired. It was late at night. I think it was like 1 o'clock or something in the morning, and I think I wasn't really up to it, and my concentration was all over the place. So having said all that though, you know, I'm actually loving this gun. Once you get 10 kills and you get your coyote side, which is this really nice red dot side on top of here. As a gun in itself, I think it's the Galil, some version of the Galil, and it's called H23. Although I really like it though, it's nice and it's accurate and all the rest, but and it doesn't spray as fast or as much as the other. Oh shit! Oh, I almost had that. A lot of the other guns actually, like the M16, is burst fire, and then it goes back to single shot, and I don't particularly like that. I used to like the M16 on full auto, but you can't really complain. You just, I think just like 96, 92 weapons, in total, like actual guns you can use within Battlefield 4. Oh come on! I can never do that. Oh my god! Come on. Boom! Ah, fuck. So another reason why I stopped playing Rush was because it kind of boosts a lot of camping. The whole essence of Battlefield, really down to earth, is actually a lot of teamwork. You know, you have 5 people in a squad. You're supposed to ideally everyone's supposed to pick a class, stay with a class, unlock certain guns, pick the gun that they actually like and can actually use, and you work as an actual squad and gain points for the actual team. But for the most part, that people do play like that, even if everyone's using the same thing, the same class. Using the same class can inspire a lot of good points, and you can gain a lot of points. And I think with the PC especially, a lot of people play the game properly, and I can vouch for that entirely, because when Xbox, as a family entertainment system, you get kids of all ages, and even they don't play it right, and they don't want to play it right, and what the fuck, they don't play it right. So that can be very annoying, and they just hog vehicles and all the rest of it. But with the PC on Rush particularly, a lot of people, it's the correct way of playing, and it's better that way, and I prefer it that way. So that's kind of like my 2 cents in the whole playing on this. But going back to why I stopped playing Rush was because another thing is that I think a lot of the maps aren't really built for it. I get the impression, sorry, I'm burping. I get the impression that a lot of people, DICE, just kind of, just it wasn't strategically put. A lot of the time, the objectives are just kind of thrown, and you're kind of like, oh well, that's not really, it doesn't favour both teams. It either favours one or favours the other, and that's what kind of annoys me about it as well. What else? It can be kind of tricky. So, for example, we've no vehicle here, and there's a vehicle. They have an ATV over there, or what they call an LAV or whatever it is. We're supposed to use conventional weapons to stop that. But I mean, unless everyone is playing as an engineer, and everyone is playing as a sniper or something, and has plant C4 or drops a few mines, it's the only way you're ever going to get rid of it. And that coincides with the point I'm making, that everyone playing as the one class, half the time it does benefits, but the rest of the time it doesn't really, in terms of get a squad revive. So and then here's another helicopter over there, and they were like buggies and stuff. I suppose you could make a difference. You could be the person that could blow up all the tanks. You could be the person that does that and the other. But I mean, it's a team game. It's a team effort, and it defeats the purpose of having to. You might as well be playing Call of Duty then, if that's going to be the case. You can be the Lone Ranger. You can be the one-man army. You can go around and blowing everything up. And I agree with that to some extent. Sometimes you may have to do that in a game mode. Other than that, There's no real, you know what I mean? There's no purpose or anything for it. So, hang on, just let me try and get this guy. I know he's still alive. On my other video, I talk about spraying and praying. You know, look what happens when you spray and pray. It doesn't get you anywhere. Battlefield is actually, it's quite strategic. I mean, you can have, you know, all your weapons are based in real life. You can change your fire rate and all that rest of it. And I suppose it's a funner way to play. It's a better way of playing, rather than you having to turn around and, you know, unlock all these mad attachments for it and stuff. This is crazy. Look, how are we supposed to get rid of that? Another little thing about Battlefield in general is that, especially with this, I mean, I'm really bad at flying helicopters. I mean, really bad. And I've kind of thought about, why can't I just stick in an Xbox 360 console remote and just play away? I could do that, but I might as well have just played it on console then, if I really wanted to play it that way. Do you know what I mean? So I want to kind of learn the keyboard. Like, and I know I can customize the keyboard as well to what way I want, but coming from an actual console, I used to play it on Veteran, which means like I any new Battlefield game I could play, I could just stick it on Veteran and know exactly how the helicopters are going to fly. But for example, I don't know if I'm better off with Veteran on PC, or if I'm better off with just getting used to the actual standard way of playing. And I feel that most of the time that the controls are kind of wonky. I don't, you know, I suppose for the developers, they've been developing the game for years and they're used to it and they've no complaints. But I mean, I think as a player, whatever you're comfortable with, fucking hell, whatever way you're comfortable with, I think that's just up to you. They don't give a shit if you know, if you have problems with it. They've made their game. I think the servers have to crash in out here. Oh, your team won. Anyway guys, there's a bit of Rush for you anyway. Thanks for watching everybody. Cheers.